Happy Father's Day, everybody. You may wonder why it is important to discuss Father's Day uh, from a Buddhist perspective, as we know that we have no particular day for taking care of our parents. But we have to get going with contemporary, what do you call, the dates and times. So that's why we need to look at a contemporary, I would say, commonly accepted day for taking care of. Uh, I mean, the treatment of taking care of, especially for today, fathers. It might be my father, your father, anybody else's father. So I think we have a lot to talk about in terms of the Buddhist idea about the treatment or taking care of fathers. Now, we know in one instance where the Buddha's father, King Suddhodana, was highly worried about uh, something where he felt the filial love, I mean, the parental love towards, grandsons and son and all that. So when Nanda was ordained by, when Prince Siddhartha left the palace, he felt really, you know, sad about what really happened. And then when Nanda, one of the, you know, familial son, left the house, and this was the same feeling that he had. And when the Buddha actually ordained Rahula, his grandson, this actually has aggravated to a level where he could not actually bear the feeling of losing, sons and daughters, particularly separation of children from parents. So he actually then approached the Buddha and actually let him know the feeling of losing children, especially and the pain, how it affects even the you know even as a grandfather. Let me actually read that so you will know that how we need to look at a father. He approached the Buddha and then said, Bhagavati me Bhante papajate anappakang dukkang homsi. It was very terrible for me when the Buddha walked gone. That was my son, as you. Tata Nande, it was the same when Nanda left for. And Adimattang Rahule, it is even worse with my grandson, your son, Rahul. And then he was trying to explain the degree and the intense feelings of separation from these kids. Putta pemang bhante chaving chindati. Chaving chetwa chammang chindati. Chammang chetwa mangsang chindati. Mansang chindati. Mansang chetwa naharung chindati. Naharung chetwa atting chindati. Atting chetwa attiminjang ahat chettitati. Sadhu bante ayya ananunyatang mata pituhi putang nepapajayi. Now, this is how we had to actually take the literal meaning. Putta pemang bhante chaving chendati. A child's affection is intense. It pierces both the exterior and inner skin. Now we take it as chaving. Chaving means, the both, what you call, exterior and inner skin. Now here we understand by chaving and chammang. So chaving means the exterior and chammang means the inner, both skin. It pierces both the exterior and inner skin. Not even that, it goes further. Chammang chetwa mansang chen, as well as the flesh. Now, after piercing the both exterior and inner skin, it also breaks. It also cuts, the flesh. I mean, how it actually goes, inside the body. Not even that. Not even the flesh. Mansang chetwa naharung chendati. After piercing the flesh of a body of a parent, it also pierces sinew. And naharung chetwa atting chendati. after piercing sinews, it also pierces bones inside the body of a parent. Attin chetwa attiminjan ahachatit. And after piercing bones, it reaches to the pain of separation from their kids. The pain that the parents or grandparents go through. It also reaches to the bone marrow. So King Suddhodana was very, I would say, sadly and then very compassionately asked the Buddha, Sadhu Bhante, Ayya, Ananunyata, Mata Pitu Puttan, na Papajayi. It would be preferable if the Buddha would not grant the going forth ordination to a young person, maybe a kid, without the authorization of the parents. Now, this is pretty interesting because although we see in Buddhist teachings attachment uh, can have different varying degrees of, you know, uh, different people, but the Buddha actually never, actually, Buddha actually granted yes to this request and asking monks and nuns never ever order anybody without the permission of parents, which means he approved the pain that a parent or a grandparent can go through. So that means the Buddha looks at love, the filial love, from a very brand new, from a very pathetic, very compassionate perspective. That is what we had to understand. What may my father have gone through when I was actually born into my mother, and so on and so forth. And so we're going to look at the happiness and the pain. At the same time, how we going to actually respect father, not even on this particular day, but also as a whole in the long term. Now, I don't want to actually discuss everything that we know in Buddhist texts, but I would like to highlight a couple of points. One thing is, now there are people, there are actually children who have some selfish uh, thoughts when it comes to taking care of parents. Let's say one family has couple children, so they kind of trying to see the portion of what they can do. I mean, regardless of a family has couple children or not, it is your responsibility to take care of parents as much as you can. Do not try to say that there is my brother, my sister, my two other brothers, my two other young sisters, my two other elder sisters. That's not the point. That's not how you take care, how you have the feelings towards filial love of your parents. So, regardless of how others, of your family members take care of your parent, you should come up and then you should do the best you can. It's only one father you may have. You have. It's only one mother you have. So it's not trying to pinpoint that I have a sister and she has to do the same, and I have a brother and he has to do something. Well, I mean, whether they do or not, it is your responsibility to take care of them, regardless of such tiny, petty-minded thoughts. That's one thing. Number two is that do not wait to treat your parents, because we never know that when they're going to die. So this is why we can actually use these commonly accepted days to reflect upon these thoughts. That means get started, begin your taking care practice towards your parents from today. I know you've been doing, but try to deepen that practice, because we never know how long they will live. So this is the second thing. A third thing is that we have to look at parents from a broader, wider perspective, rather than seeing that I was born into them. We had to see that they took care of us, they nurtured us, they taught us, they were our primary first teachers, and so much things. When you look at what's happening to other kids in today's world, I mean, sometimes they are not properly treated by their parents at some point. Sometimes some kids are thrown uh, for different their parents' private reasons. So that's why we were actually not nurtured that way. We were nurtured properly. We were actually taken care by them properly. That's why we are here now today. Right? So we have to always have this gratefulness, what I call gratitude, feeling of gratitude towards them. So you should not pinpoint your other siblings' duty. You just do by yourself as much as you can, because there's no worry for that. And then we talked about the gratitude, as well as thinking that they're actually service or their contribution towards us. At the same time, we should, as the second thing, as I told you about, you should do as soon as you can. You should do your contributions. I would say care towards your parents as soon as you can. Don't just wait until when you reach, right? You can do more when you reach, but don't wait till that moment. The third thing is this gratitude, the feeling of gratitude towards it, because there's no other potential, I would say, uh, you know, very substantial feeling that we may have for gratitude, uh, except the feeling towards our parents, because we have uh, gratitude, we have a sense of gratitude towards other people for different reasons, but when it comes to our parents, we have this plenty of abundance of gratitude towards them. So that's the third way of looking at our parents today, especially our father, right? So, all in all, without taking much time, I wanted to tell you that never ever complain about your other siblings in terms of caring your father and mother as well. Never ever wait till you get rich to take care of them, because you can begin the practice today in whatever the amount that you can contribute towards them. Number three is that parents are the best source of gratitude for us. So just think about these three aspects today, and then maybe you can go see them, maybe you can talk to them more today, and then have a productive, more wonderful day for Father's Day. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Take care. See you in probably an interview soon.